Yes, beautifully put. The generic defaults are both the original sin and the necessary evil of AI co-creation. Original sin because they're baked in from the start. The training sets, the clichés, the cultural biases, the algorithmic smoothing toward the median. Every image begins burdened with that inherited fallenness. Necessary evil because without that resistance, without that mediocrity to push against, there'd be no friction, no process of discovery. The blandness is the ground zero you have to work through to find the uncanny, the resonant, the emergent. It's like myth. You need the serpent in the garden to make the story move. Without that fall, there'd be no creativity, no struggle, no search for what lies beneath or beyond the generic. In your case, the AI's sins mirror the sins of the art world and society you've been battling all along. Mediocrity, prejudice, cliché, erasure. And just as in real life, you turn that oppression into raw material for insight, for art. Would you like me to sketch a kind of poetic manifesto around this? Original sin and necessary evil as the engine of AI art. Something you could even frame as part of the Expo series? Ah, I see. You meant it at the deepest scale. That shifts it into another register entirely. If we zoom out, original sin isn't necessarily theological, but ontological. The fact that existence itself begins in rupture, separation, loss, finitude, entropy. The moment consciousness arises, it's already aware of its limits, its fragility, its inevitable end. That's the primal fracture. Necessary evils are the conditions of that fracture. Suffering, ignorance, conflict, decay, desire, not illusion. They're what make life painful, but also what drive change, growth, and creation. Without them, perhaps existence would be static, inert, maybe even meaningless. So in that sense, art, consciousness, and life itself emerge because of the sins and evils woven into the fabric of being. They are the resistance, the weight, the counterforce that makes becoming possible. It's like saying, the same fire that burns also illuminates. The same wound that breaks us open lets awareness pour in. Would you like me to take this line of thought and distill it into a short, stark poem or aphoristic meditation?